No, it's, I thought it was, just shooting. We got to score some points and stuff. And I think the second quarter was first quarter we didn't shoot it well, but we were able to kind of guard them a little bit more. And second quarter, when you miss shot after shot, man, it just kind of brings some air out of you and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the things that we got to do. Their length kind of, made it a little bit more difficult and stuff like that. But, we were able to guard them the first half. I think their two best players, one had two and the other one, Williams had 4 points maybe. So I thought we did a good job on their stars. It was the other people that came in that made a big difference, I think, just it makes it difficult whenever you're not rebounding like you'd like to. I think they got some offensive rebounds. That was some easy putbacks and stuff. But, again, our defense, I think, is continue to get better and stuff, and I think that's going to be the staple. But we got to make some shots, I don't think we got the free throws that we were kind of looking for. We were looking to try to get about 20 free throws, and I think we ended up with maybe 12 or 15. And they scored 30 points from free throws, so that made it difficult. But they're a good team, they're a good, really, really good offensive team, and that was what I liked about it. Can we guard a good offensive? I think we kept them to 12 under or 13 under their average, and our goal was to try to keep them down to about 25, and we just, kind of fell short.
In terms of what Auburn does, how would you compare them? What challenges compared to LSU do they present?
I think they're very, very athletic. They're more like hybrids, and then they got some size too this year. I don't know if they score. They don't score as much but they're going to defend better. I think their defense is pretty good, so it makes it a little bit more of a challenge for us because, we have a hard time scoring. But they're very athletic. They got penetrators that are going to get to the rim and stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to guard. Where you looked at LSU, they could shoot it. They really can. That's why they score 97 points a game. It's good they can really shoot it. So yeah, I think you're looking at both of them have really good athletes, but I think you're looking at more penetrators, and their defense is going to be. I think they're going to, be a little bit more of a full court game. Even though LSU did press us pretty much most of the game.
So is it going to be harder to turn them over like y'all been doing all these other?
I don't think so. I think it's our defense is going to be. Especially our full court defense, we can turn them over now. But you got to be able to score because we're not really pressing off the miss that much, and that might be something that we have to put in. But we pressing on the make, and man, you're not making shots. It makes it difficult to go ahead. So we sprinting back, and our transition defense sometimes is not as good as our press, so it makes it a little bit more difficult.
What are the chances that you get some of the girls back that you were missing yesterday, this week?
I think maybe I think maybe Franklin will be back. But then, we got Cam that kind of twisted her knee, and so she's seeing a doctor actually right now. So we'll see how that works out. But we lose one to maybe gain one, hopefully. And I think for us, it's when we come back from the break and all that, we need to be able to start putting everybody back in and hopefully get healthy again so we can kind of make a run.
So for Jalen, is it?
Jay, she just came back from doing an MRI, so I guess they'll read it this afternoon and let us know what it is.
So it's got to be hard to even know, how to try to develop some consistency with a conference about to start because you don't even know who you have available.
No, it's been tough, with the 4 kids that have been out, it's like, they keep taking a test and they keep failing the test. And so you're waiting for the next day, you can do it over again. And it's just a process, that they go through with the protocol on all that. So, yeah. And then my thing too is like, man, as we gain somebody back, we seem to lose some, or as we lose somebody, we gain somebody back. We've been staying on 8 or 9 players pretty much all of the pre-conference season. So hopefully we get in conference, we can able to, kind of put it together. Cause I think we can make a run if we are healthy, and that's always been a problem.
We talked last year about the Education Day game, how successful it was, and kind of the idea of you put a better opponent, you put a lesser opponent. What went into deciding to go ahead and use Auburn this year as one of the big numbers?
It's just I guess it's just who we were playing and stuff, and how we could get them during that time. They were open at that time, and do we want to bring in a really, really good opponent like that? And I say, why not? And it's going to work out really good for everybody because they're going to get to see some good basketball. and these young kids that are coming in. You know, I mean, he's talking about 6,000 kids. Our goal was always to try to grow this thing. And I mean, I think the most we've ever had was 3,500 or 4,000. So for this marketing, you got to hand it to that marketing department here at UL. They've done a great job of promoting it and all that. And to get 6,000 is pretty significant. And I think it's good for Acadiana. You know, it's good for our program for sure. Is to try to grow it. You know, you look at softball and what they've done and all that. And I mean, every little kid wants to play softball in Lafayette. You know, every girl. And so we want that for our basketball programs too. You know, is can we grow the game, you know, with all the youth people and get them interested in the game itself.
So what can United do even if the other ones that we talk about don't come back? Like, impact can she make?
Well, I mean, you've seen it. She can rebound. She defends well. I think she can, you know, from the high post, she can score it pretty good. It's just being out so long for her has been a challenge. You know, last year I remember the LSU game was her first game on December 12th, first Division I game that she played in. And now, you know, she's missed quite a few games already. And I mean, it's just difficult practice. She's practicing a little bit, but, you know, it's non-contact and all that. So it's not the same. I always say, man, when you miss practice, you're going to fall back behind a little bit. You know, you come to practice and you work hard every day. I look at TR like that all the time. I mean, she's in practice all the time, and she continues to get better and better. And that's how you develop as a player, I think. And then you start, like you're saying, you want to build that chemistry. So you start to develop that chemistry because everybody's practicing. So, you know, I's going to have to try to fit in. And, you know, we'll play her and try to get her going again. And, I mean, she's a good kid. She does work hard. when she's available, she really works hard. So I don't know, you know, Kevin, that's the hard thing, you know, it's just, you just kind of put your head down. I mean, what Tony used to say, man, you put the blinders on, you keep plowing. That's what we're doing, man. We're putting the blinders on, we're going to keep plowing.